Cheetah. The cheetah is a large cat native to Africa and central Iran. It is the fastest land animal, capable of running at 80 to 128 km per hour, and as such has several adaptations for speed, including a light build, long thin legs and a long tail. Cheetahs typically reach 67 to 94 centimeters at the shoulder, and the head and body length is between 1.1 and 1.5 meters. Adults typically weigh between 20 and 65 kilograms. Its head is small, rounded, and has a short snout and black tear-like facial streaks. The coat is typically tawny to creamy white or pale buff and is mostly covered with evenly spaced, solid black spots. 4 subspecies are recognized. More gregarious than many other cats, the cheetah has 3 main social groups: females and their cubs, male coalitions, and solitary males. While females lead a nomadic life searching for prey in large home ranges, males are more sedentary and may instead establish much smaller territories in areas with plentiful prey and access to females. The cheetah is active mainly during the day and hunting is its major preoccupation, with peaks during dawn and dusk. It feeds on small to medium-sized prey, mostly weighing under 40 kilograms, and prefers medium-sized ungulates such as impala, springbok and Thomson's gazelles. The cheetah will typically stalk its prey to within 60 to 70 meters, charge towards it, trip it during the chase and bite its throat to suffocate it to death. Breeding occurs throughout the year. After a gestation of nearly 3 months, a litter of typically 3 to 5 cubs is born. Cheetah cubs are highly vulnerable to predation by other large carnivores such as hyenas and lions. Weaning happens at around 4 months, and cubs are independent by around 20 months of age. The cheetah occurs in a variety of habitats such as savannas in the Serengeti, arid mountain ranges in the Sahara and hilly desert terrain in Iran. The cheetah is threatened by several factors such as habitat loss, conflict with humans, poaching and high susceptibility to diseases. Earlier ranging throughout most of sub-Saharan Africa and extending eastward into the Middle East up to the Indian subcontinent, the cheetah is now distributed mainly in small, fragmented populations in central Iran and southern, eastern and northwestern Africa. In 2016, the global cheetah population was estimated at around 7,100 individuals in the wild. It is listed as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List. In the past, cheetahs used to be tamed and trained for hunting ungulates. They have been widely depicted in art, literature, advertising, and animation. Characteristics. The cheetah is a lightly built, spotted cat characterized by a small rounded head, a short snout, black tear-like facial streaks, a deep chest, long thin legs and a long tail. Its slender, canine-like form is highly adapted for speed, and contrasts sharply with the robust build of the big cats, genus Panthera. Cheetahs typically reach 67 to 94 centimeters at the shoulder and the head and body length is between 1.1 and 1.5 meters. The weight can vary with age, health, location, sex and subspecies. Adults typically range between 20 and 65 kg. Cubs born in the wild weigh 150 to 300 grams at birth, while those born in captivity tend to be larger and weigh around 500 grams. Cheetahs are sexually dimorphic, with males larger and heavier than females, but not to the extent seen in other large cats. Studies differ significantly on morphological variations among the subspecies. The coat is typically tawny to creamy white or pale buff. The chin, throat and underparts of the legs and the belly are white and devoid of markings. The rest of the body is covered with around 2,000 evenly spaced, oval or round solid black spots, each measuring roughly 3 to 5 centimeters. Each cheetah has a distinct pattern of spots which can be used to identify unique individuals. Besides the clearly visible spots, there are other faint, irregular black marks on the coat. Newly born cubs are covered in fur with an unclear pattern of spots that gives them a dark appearance, pale white above and nearly black on the underside. The hair is mostly short and often coarse, but the chest and the belly are covered in soft fur. The fur of king cheetahs has been reported to be silky. There is a short, rough mane, covering at least 8 centimeters along the neck and the shoulders. This feature is more prominent in males. The mane starts out as a cape of long, loose blue to gray hair in juveniles. Melanistic cheetahs are rare and have been seen in Zambia and Zimbabwe. In 1877 to 1878, Sclater described 2 partially albino specimens from South Africa. The head is small and more rounded compared to the big cats. Saharan cheetahs have canine-like slim faces. The ears are small, short and rounded. They are tawny at the base and on the edges and marked with black patches on the back. The eyes are set high and have round pupils. The whiskers, shorter and fewer than those of other felids, are fine and inconspicuous. The pronounced tear streaks, unique to the cheetah, originate from the corners of the eyes and run down the nose to the mouth. The role of these streaks is not well understood. They may protect the eyes from the sun's glare, or they could be used to define facial expressions. The exceptionally long and muscular tail, with a bushy white tuft at the end, measures 60 to 80 centimeters. While the first 2/3 of the tail are covered in spots, the final third is marked with 4 to 6 dark rings or stripes. Internal anatomy. Sharply contrasting with the big cats in its morphology, the cheetah shows several adaptations for prolonged chases to catch prey at some of the fastest recorded speeds. Its light, streamlined body makes it well suited to short, explosive bursts of speed, rapid acceleration, and an ability to execute extreme changes in direction while moving at high speed. The large nasal passages, accommodated well due to the smaller size of the canine teeth, ensure fast flow of sufficient air, and the enlarged heart and lungs allow the enrichment of blood with oxygen in a short time. This allows cheetahs to rapidly regain their stamina after a chase. During a typical chase, their respiratory rate increases from 60 to 150 breaths per minute. Moreover, the reduced viscosity of the blood at higher temperatures could ease blood flow and increase oxygen transport. While running, in addition to having good traction due to their semi-retractable claws, cheetahs use their tail as a rudder-like means of steering that enables them to make sharp turns, necessary to outflank antelopes which often change direction to escape during a chase. The protracted claws increase grip over the ground, while paw pads make the sprint more convenient over tough ground. The limbs of the cheetah are longer than what is typical for other cats its size, the thigh muscles are large, and the tibia and fibula are held close together, making the lower legs less likely to rotate. This reduces the risk of losing balance during runs, but compromises the ability to climb. The highly reduced clavicle is connected through ligaments to the scapula, whose pendulum-like motion increases the stride length and assists in shock absorption. The extension of the vertebral column can add as much as 76 centimeters to the stride length. The cheetah resembles the smaller cats in cranial features, and in having a long and flexible spine, as opposed to the stiff and short one in other large felids. The roughly triangular skull has light, narrow bones, and the sagittal crest is poorly developed, possibly to reduce weight and enhance speed. The mouth cannot be opened as widely as in other cats given the shorter length of muscles between the jaw and the skull. A study suggested that the limited retraction of the cheetah's claws may result from the earlier truncation of the development of the middle phalanx bone in cheetahs. Speed and acceleration. The cheetah is the fastest land animal. Estimates of the maximum speed attained range from 80 to 128 km per hour. A commonly quoted value is 112 km per hour, recorded in 1957, but this measurement is disputed. In 2012, an 11-year-old cheetah from the Cincinnati Zoo set a world record by running 100 meters in 5.95 seconds over a set run, recording a maximum speed of 98 kilometers per hour. Contrary to the common belief that cheetahs hunt by simply chasing its prey at high speeds, the findings of 2 studies in 2013 observing hunting cheetahs using GPS collars show that cheetahs hunt at speeds much lower than the highest recorded for them during most of the chase, interspersed with a few short bursts when they attain peak speeds. In one of the studies, the average speed recorded during the high-speed phase was 53.64 km per hour, or within the range 41.4 to 65.88 km per hour including error. The highest recorded value was 93.24 km per hour. The researchers suggested that a hunt consists of 2 phases, an initial fast acceleration phase when the cheetah tries to catch up with the prey, followed by slowing down as it closes in on it, the deceleration varying by the prey in question. The peak acceleration observed was 2.5 meters per square second, while the peak deceleration value was 7.5 meters per square second. Speed and acceleration values for a hunting cheetah may be different from those for a non-hunter because while engaged in the chase, the cheetah is more likely to be twisting and turning and may be running through vegetation. The speeds attained by the cheetah may be only slightly greater than those achieved by the pronghorn at 88.5 km per hour and the springbok at 88 km per hour, but the cheetah additionally has an exceptional acceleration. Thanks for watching.